we are back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Watch Your Mouth Reviews. It's your boy James. I am here to give my review while trying to watch my mouth. And it's not gonna happen this video. If y'all saw the title, this is Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 15, Episode 11 Review and Recap. I have my special guest, my co-host, my bestie, Mrs. Best, aka my girl Amina, joining me today, y'all.
Good
And she'll be
afternoon.
joining me always. So we just got done doing Bell Collective. So if you guys want to see that recap, wait till this is done. Then K ass over the Bell Collective. It's one of my highest view shows on my YouTube channel. So I'm always gonna cap for that one because y'all want to hear me talk about the most Southern Bells, and I will talk about them. But today we're here to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. So let's go ahead and get started. So the show starts off where it left off, which is where Drew storms off, Candy goes and scene. And Drew's crying. Sonya goes out first to check on Drew, which I kind of felt a way about that. I don't know why, but I did. And then Kenya and Sheree follow behind them. Now, Drew's crying, saying that it's really not about the money. It's more so about the fact that this is her first time being sued. So, because Drew be full of shit a lot of the times, I really honestly I want to cape for Drew because I can understand when it's the first time because that is embarrassing to some degree. But I don't know, I just couldn't get with Drew. I just couldn't. I just felt like she should have left it at the red for Sheree, just left it at that, but she wanted to carry on. Now, I do have some bit for Sheree because I left this out on my last video. I need to say in this video. So Sheree thought in her mind by planning this trip that she was exempt from the possibility of anybody having an issue with her. So what she decided to do on this trip is when someone called her out, she was going to deflect and throw some old shit back in somebody else's face and say, well, I didn't like when you did this to me, which
Mhm.
Sheree, what we expected you to do is say, you know what? I apologize that I made you feel like that by me bringing that up. I was only bringing it up out of concern from what I saw on the blogs. And yes, I did have a little bit of mess to that, but hey, it was only fun shade. This is what we do on this show. You should know this. Had Sheree did that, I would have been fine with Sheree. But the fact that Sheree couldn't just take it on the chin and actually be open to the possibility that somebody may have had an issue with her, I was over Sheree at that point. So there's nothing Sheree could have said to me that would have made me feel okay with her at this point.
I agree. I just don't like Sheree. Even when she was an OG housewife on the RHOA, I've never liked Sheree. I just could always tell that this person, even when I was 14 watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I knew this lady was full of shit. Children can tell. That's about all I have to say about Sheree. Like, she's a fake
Mm-hmm.
nice girl. The whole trip, obviously, she's trying to have her moment. That's what she did with She by Sheree because there's nothing else interesting about this woman at all. And I think she's a little shady, truth be told, but there's nothing interesting about her. That's why she's come back a few times. It never sticks. She leaves. Now she's back again. She had to give us She by Sheree because it's the only thing anyone would care about. And now that She by Sheree is out, there's nothing else interested. And that was a whole scam. So now she's got to, allegedly, now she has to find something else interesting. So she's trying to remind us that she was an OG. And it's like, we don't care. Oh, I can't hear you.
I don't know. My music randomly came on. So since we talking about Sheree and this whole She by Sheree thing, how did you feel about her confronting all the ladies about them not buying any She by Sheree
First of
gear?
all, first of all, these ladies, these ladies kept the Real Housewives of Atlanta going so that you would be able to come back. Now, now you're back because they lost Portia because she went to go sleep with someone she knew's husband and marry him and all that. So, Nene went crazy, sued the network, racism, racism, racism. And and Kenya is going to give us the same drama with her never ending divorce, and she's just going to be Kenya. So, and Candy's boring. Drew lies. Sanya's not giving. No one likes Marlo. So the cast was like, we need to bring back Sheree. Sheree is just, it's not landing, Sheree. You're not the matriarch of the Housewives of Atlanta. We don't respect you as an OG. And I need you to stop putting fillers into your face because it doesn't look right. And, that's all I could
I
really.
love how she just skated over that entire question just to read Sheree for Phil. Because I asked her, what did she feel about the cast going not buying any She by Sheree?
I'm
And
sick
she
of
just
Sheree
said, and
because
she sick of
Sheree is
Sheree.
mad about people not buying her stuff. But if you look in the scene, they couldn't figure out how to fucking buy it. So I went to She by Sheree on my iPhone. God damn it. God darn it. And do you know when that scene, I paused it. I couldn't figure out how to add anything to the cart either. I couldn't. So I don't know what is going on, but it's already enough for people to talk themselves in to spending $100 to $250 before tax for a hat or a hoodie with someone else's logo on it, made from the Sheen factory and the Timu factory. Now you wondering why nobody can buy. They're telling you the website crashed. I broke the internet. Bitch,
As I said, you didn't have any bandwidth when you created your website, and you didn't have enough. So that's what you did. You went the cheap route. We know what you did.
she's
But
not
I'm on her
even.
website now.
It's a dot.
So
She by
oh,
Sheree.
she has a 10%. Oh, she has a 10% off right now.
She
That's
won't even
nice.
pay models.
Oh wow. Oh my God. She by Sheree Atlanta, $25 for a damn cup, $99 for She
Oh, she
Matter.
lowered her prices because that trucker hat was 125. Look at that.
She
It's
did.
a $99 trucker
Oh, she
hat.
hired a bot. She got chat now.
You
Featured
can't
in the.
trust it. But did you go to shebysheree.com or shebysheree.shop? Because there is a difference.
Oh my God, it's home. Okay, so shop all. Oh wow. So I'm on She by Sheree now. You gonna check me, boo? Is that a damn sticker?
Oh my God.
Really, Sheree? Look at the shirt. $82. A jogger set is 162. She's a star hoodie, $252. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Nylon leggings.
These prices are atrocious. They're actually
So,
atrocious.
y'all, I'm not trying to do this out Sheree by any means necessarily because I respect anybody who's hustling. But
Add something
she's
to the cart. See if it'll work.
okay. So I'm adding, so you can actually earn some points. So 81 medium.
Look at that.
It
Last
actually works.
Yes,
Okay.
I did this. I did that shit on Sunday watching the episode, and it did not work. You could not add
Mm.
to the cart. It was only on like
You have
some
to
item.
spend $150 to unlock free shipping.
Are you kidding?
So not only is your shit high as hell, but then you got to pay $150 to get free shipping. Oh my gosh, Sheree. Damn, girl. Okay, so I went on She by Sheree because I wanted to show y'all, did she get it fixed? So by the time that episode, she probably filmed it to it airing, she probably got it fixed. So that way people wouldn't come because we was gonna come for her ass. I'm telling you. Everybody was. So it's fixed. You can order shit by She by Sheree. Y'all go support her now. But moving on from there, because that was all I really want to talk about from that point. Um, they are going out another adventure, and Kenya slips and falls and hurts her back. And I know I'm gonna catch hell for this, but I do not care because it's my fucking channel. I thought her implant popped and they was putting it on her back. Cause that can't happen, y'all. Like when you get okay, so when you get because back in the day, back when Kenya would have gotten this done, they used to have bags full of silicone and it looked like an actual bag, and they would just inject it in your ass. And you had to be very careful. They tell you you can't go on water slides, you cannot go what is that water diving? What is that thing when you're on a surfboard and the boat is pulling you? Whatever that is called, you
Wakeboard.
cannot do that. Wakeboarding, you cannot do that. They
Random.
give you they give you like a list of things that you cannot do because you will pop it. They tell you for your implants in your breast and in your ass, you will pop it. So I thought that that's what happened is that she popped it, but she hurt her back, y'all. So her ass lives to fight another day. Because for all you Kenya fans, I love Kenya. Don't get me wrong. Kenya still to me looks like a Barbie. She really does. But what I'm gonna say about this is that that ass is not real. I don't care what nobody tells me. I know what I saw on her birthday when she was in Mexico and she was running towards that pool, and you literally saw
All
it.
you have to do for these celebrities that have been adults for a long time to confirm whether the body is real or not is simple. I was watching Power with my spouse, my husband, the other day, and Lala Anthony was a part of that. And I was cracking up because we saw like an old clip of her on something else. And in that old clip, Lala's a full grown adult, nowhere near as thick as she is now. Like for celebrities like Kenya, Lala Anthony, multiples who have been around for years prior to this plastic surgery craze, like you want to know if their body's real or not, just put it side by side. Because one thing Marlo did say that's kind of accurate. We know your ass ain't fake because when you gain weight, your ass is the same size. When you lose weight, your ass is the same size. Not normal. But I'm listen, she fell hard, but where she fell and with that implant or them fillers, it protected her. It just hurt like hell. But I know she's older, and I'm not even trying to be shady. The older you are, the more serious like small falls or tripping become. This woman had her first kid at what was it, 49 or 50? So, and that was years ago. So, yeah, I'm just saying, Kenya doing all this shit to arrive late on purpose. That's I think she does it on purpose at this point. You the only one on the cast that's wearing your real hair half the time. You have help, you have a nanny, so it's like she always tries to act busier than she is. Maybe get your ass downstairs on time and stop trying to be the diva who's late of the group, and then you won't fall and end up in a Portuguese hospital.
Hmm. I agree, but like I said, that was I had to say what went through my first thought. I don't care what you. I still love Kenya. It is what it is. I have no problem with her, but I'm sorry. I thought that's what happened, and it turns out it was her back. Who would have thought? But moving on from that, the ladies
It was
continue
fine.
on. Yeah, the ladies continue on. Kenya goes to the hospital. Candy joins her to make sure she gets into the hospital. The
I will.
ladies go to the ladies go to this market because the chef meets them there because he's going to cook the food that they pick out. They was looking at rabbits that had nice meat on their bones and everything. It was quite a show. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was a very cool thing for a chef to go and actually get the food. Sheree's like, make sure it's extra flavorful and everything. And I'm looking at her like, Sheree.
Because people be talking about food be so good, and I will stand with Sheree on that. And then you taste it, and it don't taste like nothing. In some people's mind, they think cutting a clove of garlic and smashing it with a spoon and putting it in with some onions is really gonna season your food.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate for a little bit. Everybody's palate is not like ours,
This
where
is
we
true.
experience well seasoned food, like into a point where they probably only had two seasons. My grandmother told me when she was coming up, she only had salt and pepper. They had to mince the onion, celery, and bell pepper to get the extra flavor. They didn't have all the cayennes and the paprikas and all that kind of stuff. They
Mhm.
only had salt and pepper. So I have to kind of have that same mindset that, other countries may not be accessible to Cajun seasonings and things that we would be used to that would make seafood taste great or Old Bay or something like that. You know what I'm
Even
saying?
if
Like
you're
that's
not using those seasonings and cooking with fresh herbs, though, like, come on now. That man grabbed a bunch of vegetables, and I didn't see him grab very many herbs, so I just assumed maybe he had them at the restaurant already.
I'm not going here with her today.
I am Marlo in this scene. Y'all got catfish? That's me.
I was too. Actually, when Marlo said that, I was like, yeah, and make sure I got some cornmeal back here too, because I'm not gonna play with y'all.
Look, check me out. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I need. So I get it. But I like
Yeah.
other foods. When you're in another country, I do think like just eat the food. See if you
Eat the
like
food
carrots.
there, yeah.
See if
Like
you
the
like
only place I would be cautious of eating food just because of stories that I've heard. If I ever go to India, I am going to be cautious about the
mhm.
foods there. And no shade to them. It's just I have to be. I'm at an age where I have to be careful about what I eat because
I think
unfortunately,
Asia
spice.
as a whole, that whole because
Oh,
they
I'm sorry. No, 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 no. When I go to Singapore, ain't shit off limits.
no. When it comes to street foods and stuff, when you're in those countries, though, you do have to be careful because you could be eating an animal that you may not want to be eating. It's a part of
If
their
they put
delicacy,
it,
but not
if they
for
put if they put it in a dumpling. And if the shit look like some chicken, I am eating it. I am sorry.
if
If
they
it
put
look
it
like,
in a dumpling.
sorry, I just watched Crazy Rich Asians. Sorry, y'all.
No,
That is
dumplings
one of
are
my,
hella good though.
that is like my thing, and the fact that that country is so like embedded in that, I cannot wait. But anyways, moving on. Um, so moving on from there, they eat at the restaurant. Did something happen at the dinner that I'm missing out on? I don't remember any of the conversations that have happened. Because I know when they did the art thing, that's when they started to go, bonkers about the and scene thing, which pissed Drew off. But
Not much
anything else?
happened that was negative at the dinner.
I didn't think so. I didn't think that what Marlo said. See, now when Candy and Ken and I, we all get along. She said that
Mm.
at the art thing. That's what she said. Okay, so we just go ahead and go to the art thing.
That's true.
They,
It's
they
true.
go to this.
They're all
It is.
intimidated by Candy and Kenya. So when they're not around, they get along because they feel like they finally have the camera.
I kind of like Monette on this one. Like, y'all can't do that to them. Like, it was kind of like, okay, I wouldn't be intimidated by Candy or Kenya because I wouldn't care either way. I know how to move in my own lane. I ain't finna get in yours. I see your car. I'm not finna do that. So I'm gonna stay in my little lane. I might pass your ass up if you get on my nerves, but that's how I am. There's nobody on this earth that will intimidate me or make me feel like I need to shed my light for
Mm.
them. Sorry, I'm not that kind of person.
Well, these
So
women, they are because you see Marlo.
yeah, all up in Candy ass this episode, Marlo. I saw that. Mm. It's funny how you handed her plates of foods and forks and shit. I saw you. I'm gonna go ahead and go there. We because this what didn't shit happen this episode. So Trey has a slumber party, and this is where they get the update on Kenya and everything, and she hurt her back, and they had the slumber party, and Drew takes it upon herself to confront Candy about the saying and scene because Candy's point was, I have seen you be in many of arguments with a lot of these women, and you did take it that personal. So I just said and scene because I know that you probably were put it on. And Drew explains to her that it wasn't really that type of situation. I was genuinely hurt by what's going on in my life. And Kenny goes, okay, well, then, you know what? I'm sorry that that hurt you. And they moved on. And Sheree was just living for her. You see her just snickering. I was like, oh, Sheree. See, this is why I can't get with Sheree because it's like, this is supposed to be for healing. If you were the leader, you'd be like, well, I'm glad you girls were able to come to a
Sheree
conflict
had to be
resolution.
talked into just to go see about Drew because she couldn't understand how she was wrong. Like Sheree, I just expect nothing. I don't think she's intelligent. I'm just gonna say it. I really don't.
Well, allegedly, she didn't graduate high school. So, well, yeah,
I
I'm like,
wouldn't be surprised.
I knew Sheree wasn't smart when the first season her daughter was her assistant. I'm still not past that. I don't care what nobody tells me. I am not past Sheree calling her daughter her assistant and not
Right.
saying that that was her child. I'm not past that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm petty. I'm not past that because there's no way in hell I have a child that's only 15 years younger than me and say because I don't want to look old on camera, I'm gonna say that this is my assistant. That is absolutely fucking crazy to me. So sorry, no, I don't see it for Sheree for that. So yeah,
Shallow.
yeah, that's crazy as hell. So the episode then moves on to say Drew and the whole Latoya thing, which I had completely forgotten. This is how I know they didn't have shit to talk about this season. They gonna bring us some shit that happened 2 seasons ago with somebody who ain't even on the show no more.
Off camera. They tried to
And it
do the
happened
shit, yeah, behind the
yeah,
scenes.
yeah. And this is some shit that we didn't even see ourselves. So the real point is, do you think Drew and Latoya kissed?
Yeah. I don't see
I
why
didn't.
these women act so. I've kissed bitches, you know? It was all right. It was what it was. But I don't understand why people like I understand that the LGBTQ community has a long way to come still for respect and all of that. However, at the same time, one thing and kind of like an aphrodisiac shit that people be turned on by, women and men, girls kissing girls. Like, I don't understand why they're acting like it's that big of a deal. I
I
genuinely.
don't. I think what it is that's because Drew's lying about it happening. I think that that's what they're more angry about than her actually kissing Latoya. I think that they're mad that she's lying about it. And the thing about it is, it's not that I don't think she's lying about it. I just think that she doesn't remember doing it because I think she was that far gone and drunk. That's my opinion. I, I've never had a moment like that where I was that blacked out where I don't remember anything that I did that would have been that memorable. Because I think I would remember kissing somebody if I was. So I just feel like the only reason why that happens because Drew doesn't remember her doing it. But I think that Drew did it. And
At the same time, I also feel like apologies. I also feel like Drew obviously, what I'm learning about her, and she says she's from Chicago. I have in-laws in Chicago, very kind. They are personal, they are private. So I'm like, may no, you don't have to. But I don't know. I just feel like Drew does remember. I feel like with all that's going to come up later in the season with her dating Ty, there's also some
allegedly, because that's not been confirmed by neither one.
allegedly, but there's a lot of stuff that's come out as things do come out during divorces because divorce is very messy. So I feel like we're going to find out um, a lot about Drew. I do think she remembers kissing Latoya, but I feel like maybe because she has kids and a mom that's a pastor, she don't want to admit that. But you already were on
I
camera.
keep forgetting that lady is a pastor. I keep forgetting that. For some reason, I keep forgetting that lady is a pastor because, and don't get me wrong, I have them in my family. I get it. I get that there's a lot of, you want to be close to perfect. I can't wait to Salt Lake City come back on because I always grill Heather Gay about this. She goes, "You have to treat your body like a temple and be close to perfect and everything like that." And it's like,
I'm
oh,
excited to watch Salt Lake City. I did not
I
watch
am too.
two. I'm only watching like you because Mary's coming back.
Yeah, I am.
That's it.
So y'all, I guess we're done with Real Housewives of Atlanta because I had brought up Salt Lake City.
They keep
But
doing these continue episodes and
yeah, so y'all, I'm gonna explain something to y'all. If Drew carries the second half of this season, Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm
mhm.
going to be so disappointed because I'm gonna read Bravo in that call center because I have not said it all video. Bravo in this call center. I better not see Drew carry this entire second half of this season because it looks like she's going to be carrying the entire season. We only are going to focus on her divorce, her in this movie with Candy and Todd, her kissing Ty and allegedly being in a relationship with her, all of this shit. So Bravo in this call center. y'all better come up with something else. Like y'all better have a whole lineup of something else. Because I'm
I
not
don't
gonna be
think
mad
they
at
do.
Drew.
I don't think they do. I get the feeling they were done filming The Housewives of Atlanta and came back before telling us they were done filming because everything dropped with the divorce. I think that Bravo knows that they're struggling in general with the Housewives series as a whole to keep people invested and intrigued, and which the TV ratings reflect. I think that right now, ever since I'm a Vanderpump Rules fan, ever since Scandival with Vanderpump Rules and Erica Jane, Tom Girardi, that mess, the drama with Denise Richards, the Jen Shaw for Salt Lake City fans. There has been a significant amount of scandals on this network. And when you reach behind the scandals and look at what's been shown in all of the shows, especially specifically the Housewives series, nobody's giving anything. And that's why we're seeing so many cast changes season after season after season versus we could go a couple seasons with the same cast and just get changing friend dubs maybe. But now we're getting so many cast changes. So I feel like we probably are going to have to live through this Drew Sidora thing. Even in the preview, they show they don't really have shit else to give us outside of
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying is that they didn't show anything else. And I'm just like, oh no. Because what's
Kenya's
gonna end up
not
happening?
budging with her storyline to give us more as to what's going on with Mark. Um, Marlo is useless and stirs up messiness that someone her age should not. You know, Sanya is just not been well received or liked by fans and has no storyline outside of her family. And so I'm just kind of like, I don't know why they're against it, but to the call center, I don't obviously address you, but a thug is here to address y'all. Y'all got to stop being so reluctant to change things and stop trying to bring back old cast members. You have to get rid of Candy. It's time. I'm sorry. You have to get rid of Kenya. I also think it's time. They need to get rid of Candy, Kenya, Marlo, Sheree. They really need to scrape the cast. And I'm okay with Drew staying because it seems like we'll get more and a chance to see her separate from her marriage now. But as for the rest of the cast, they could go. I never thought I'd say that because I could not stand Drew Sidora, but
Me either. That's why, and that's the thing. I don't even like Drew, and I feel like she's carrying. She did this last season. She
we
carried
did.
the entire show. Now she
Mhm.
got to do it again this season. It's like, why are y'all putting all of this on this lady's back, and y'all bringing Sheree and her old broke ass on this show, and then you bring in Marlo on the show for what reason?
They need to, with Sheree specifically, especially Sheree, the fact that her website crashed, was accused of being a scam. She's been accused of plagiarizing her logo. She's using the same factory as Shein and Temu, which has also been controversial because they don't pay people, have children working, all types of fucked up shit going on. The fact that producers have not shined a light on her to talk about this, concerning. The fact that they really allowed her to have that tagline, she broke the internet. Like, bitch, no, you didn't. It's concerning. And then for the cast members to not be constantly asking or poking fun at it on camera either to her, I'm just like, okay, they're not giving either. So they need to make some changes because y'all gonna let RHOA die, and we don't want that.
We don't want that because to me, this is the franchise that put Bravo on the map in the first place.
Yeah,
So I feel like, so for me, Bravo in this call center, I need y'all to feedback some things to headquarters. I need y'all to understand something here. I will, on my channel, exempt Drew no matter what she does and what she says. I don't even give a fuck anymore. If Drew carries the second half of this season on her back, like she did the first season, whatever Drew does, I don't even care anymore. Go ahead, Drew. I'm going to clap every time. Whatever read you give, whatever girl you piss, whatever lady you piss off on this cast, I do not care. It's well
because you're
deserved
giving
because
her story. Like,
you're giving a story.
that she
Exactly.
come on this show, most people would have hid the conversations about their spouse dipping off to Tampa. It was her first season of reality TV, and she gave that. So I give her that. She always gives something without going too deep into
And then
it.
the thing about it is these ladies write that shit and try to hold it against her and see, and that's what I don't like. So whatever Drew does, if Drew has to carry the second half of the season, every review I have, every recap I have, I'm exempting Drew from anything. If she lied, oh well. She lied. So what?
Yeah.
If she cuts somebody out, oh well, so what?
Mm-hmm.
If she decides to backstab Sanya, oh well,
I
so
also
what?
think this is probably a little ageist, but I also think that the cast members have gotten older. And I think that it's important when recasting, you can't cast people the same age as Marlo and Sheree and Kenya and then expect them to cohesively blend with someone the same age
No,
as
because
Sheree.
it's like Portia said, it's the aunties versus the nieces. It's
Yep.
like it's definitely giving that. It's
They have
definitely
to stop
giving.
doing that. I think that that's an issue that Bravo makes on a lot of their shows. They either fuck up and do like they did with Summer House and cast a bunch of people with histories and shit that makes no sense, or they're casting a mixed
Well,
variety of
see,
ages and it doesn't work. People align and interact and will give more on camera when they're with people who are their age and can relate. Like Sheree.
somebody brought up a really good point about Summer House that I want to bring up because I think this is now I kind of understand. They now all know each other now. So
Mhm.
now going into this season, it may come out better,
Oh
which
yeah.
I'm hoping so
Yeah.
because I did not like the majority of that cast.
It was
Same.
season one. That's why I gave it a shot. I will be recapping their season two whenever it comes. I believe they're filming already. So
Yeah, they just someone just posted on their IG, I believe it was Preston, just posted on
mhm.
IG that they're on the house right now. So I think it was. I have to go back. I don't because I don't follow
It
any of
probably
them.
was because he was just on Watch What Happens Live with somebody. He was there. The whole Summer House crew was on Watch What Happens Live.
I Bravo in that call center. Um,
Oh, they were with Drew Sidora.
there we go. I about to say, but Bravo in that call center. Look, y'all got to do better with this casting. Y'all have to do better with this casting. I don't know what y'all need to do, but you know what? Stop. You know what y'all should do? And this is my idea because Bravo, I saw y'all that I let that first shit go. I'm not letting this go. If y'all decide to recast Real Housewives of Atlanta, don't let them have money. Let them be regular people.
Oh. You know
Let
what?
them
That's a good idea because Atlanta is a place that's kind of taken the place of what Los Angeles was here in California.
absolutely.
There's a lot of film studios, a lot of people going there to make it in music, a lot of entrepreneurs. Now, you knew what you were
Hmm.
doing with the all black Atlanta cast. They knew what they were doing with that. But I think that they definitely need to lean in on regular people because regular people in Atlanta, it'd be people like me and you. But somehow, because they're in Atlanta, they got a million things going on that are actually feasible. I think they're trying. Bravo's obviously leaning in on their black viewers because our shows carried, while shows like Roni were exposed for racism and all sorts of crazy stuff. Housewives of Salt Lake City died damn near without Mary Cosby being on there.
And that's another thing that pisses me off about because all of those women let that racist ass lady ridicule Mary until Mary had no choice but to leave the show because she didn't because she saw exactly what it was. But the
Oh yeah.
moment she cried the racist game, people were gonna, you know, blackmail her with her past and shit. So that's why Mary's like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave because I'm not
Mhm.
gonna do this. And see, and then when the shit got exposed, now they were like, oh well, Mary this and Mary, yeah, Mary was so great for the show. Heather, Mary was everything, and it was like, see, and when she tried to warn y'all about that lady, none of y'all would listen.
Oh no. They Here's the thing. They really have relationships with that Jenny lady outside of it. My thing is the cast is the cast. When that stuff happened with Jenny Nguyen, I was pissed off with production because
Hmm.
Bravo, you're already a part of a network that's known to be racist, NBC Universal. And I was just looking at a side eye like, how do you not
I had
see
that.
that?
But see,
Regular
I wish
people
I had.
just
Yeah.
went back on her Facebook and saw it's now look, it's one thing to support Trump. You're probably a little delayed if you do. But, and I'm not saying the Republican standpoint, I hate to even comment on politics. It's one thing to support Trump because you're a Republican and you're going to vote for the Republican nominee and you believe in certain standards and ideals. But then we have to pay attention and we cannot ignore the rhetoric that came from him that was ignorant, racist, classist, and aggressive. Um, so when you have people like Jenny Nguyen leaning in on that, sharing it publicly on Facebook, sharing it publicly on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, among coworkers, they say that she has spoken with that chick Lisa. the one who talks like this, that chick from Salt Lake
Oh,
City or whatever. They like there's posts that she liked of the racism, and she's the one who knew Jenny. So it's very strange that producers did not see that coming. I think that they just need to change production. But overall, with
absolutely.
Drew is carrying, and I'm
And I'm
here
gonna
for
be
it.
mad. So yeah, like I said, Bravo and that call center. If y'all want to revamp Atlanta, don't let it be anybody who has money. Let it be somebody who's up and coming, like an entrepreneur, like what Melody Holt is doing on Huntsville, how she's building up her beauty brand. Let it be
Mhm.
somebody like that. They can have some money. I'm not saying they have to be like on food stamps and welfare and all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that. But
I
what
mean,
I'm
they're
saying,
basically like basketball wives, and that none of these housewives are housewives. So
yeah,
if none of these people are married, and you're just going to be casting and hiring people who are not married or in marriages that you know are going to come to end soon, then you may as well pick somebody upcoming and married. Nobody
yeah,
knew
that nobody cares.
Nene
Yeah.
Leakes. Nobody knew Nene Leakes. Nobody knew her. But look what
That's
happened.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like if they cast people who like they could have like, regular mortgage, nice little, 3,000 square foot home. They could just do that. Like it doesn't have to be millionaires. Like that's boring. Like let me see somebody who started from the bottom and built their way up to that millionaire status.
Who
We would
still
love to
has their
see that.
personality and sense.
Absolutely. Who don't let won't let fame and money change the original them. That's what we
Mhm.
want to see. So if y'all gonna redo this, y'all need to redo Atlanta in a way to where it makes sense and it's relatable. These ladies are not relatable. None of them, all of them have way bigger heads than what's on their actual body frame. And we're not trying to hear that no more. I'm sick of it. So Bravo in that call center. If y'all take my idea, run me my money, or give me an executive producer credit. It could be a vanity title like Mariah Hook. I'll take it. But I'm just saying, give me my executive producer or run me my money. Don't be playing with me this time, Bravo, because y'all took my one idea. I ain't gonna let that go either. So yeah, I don't believe I said it on my channel. I think I said it on your channel. That's why I can't say where it is.
I think it was. I think it was on both channels.
Was it on both channels? I don't
Yeah, you was
remember.
pretty bothered by that. You said, "Nah, I told you that shit, and look what they did."
Yes. Oh, it was the charade thing. It was on my channel.
Mhm.
I had said Sheree needed to link up with Toya Bush Harris, and they need an I can't even say that HGTV channel. Them remodeling houses. Sheree does the exterior, Toya does the interior, or maybe it was vice versa. It was one of them. But Watch What Happens Live had Sheree on there, and that was one of the ideas. So that's how I know Bravo and that call center be watching me. So Bravo and that call center, like I said, if y'all do Atlanta, don't let it be rich people. Let it be some up and coming black women who are trying
Or
to make it in
at
Atlanta.
least upper middle class,
Yeah.
because the richer these women become, and this is an issue on Beverly Hills, which I'll be recapping. The richer they are, the less connected they are, and the less ability they have to connect with the audience.
Some of them.
That's like most of them.
I'm about to say
Most
some of them
of them.
because I didn't feel that way about Sutton, and she's one of the richer ones on that show.
But
I didn't.
Sutton is what you're talking about. You need somebody who was up and coming, just happened to have married the right person. That lady married a rich guy and then divorced and was coming up with her own businesses at the beginning of that housewife season. That's how she got on there. So it's like she's rich, but she was still trying to find her footing. They
I don't know
keep
because I feel like she came on that show rich. Like I feel like she came.
well, yeah, that's
I
why I
felt,
say her husband was a billionaire, I believe. The
no,
man
he
that she was
owned.
married to, he
She
has
no,
hella money.
he has hella money, but he ain't no billionaire. He owns like two
He
Major
was.
League Baseball teams or something like that. Like he,
Oh, I thought he was in
yeah, he owns.
software.
I think he no, he owns. Well, he is in software, but he owns like I think he owns like the Dodgers or something. Don't get me the line. He owns one of the baseball teams. He owns
Oh, the
like.
Dodgers. I'm a very big San Francisco Giants fan. I enjoy
I'm
baseball.
just saying he owns basically because I know something be getting that shit for free
Yeah.
allegedly.
Well,
I know she do.
baseball, what people don't realize is the highest paid sport.
It really is. Absolutely,
So
it is.
if you do
That's why.
own baseball teams
That's
and
why I wasn't. That's why I wasn't mad at Evelyn. That's why I wasn't mad at Evelyn. That's why we talking about the wrong shit. But
whatever.
yeah, we talking about the wrong shit. But that's pretty much it, y'all. This was so boring. We didn't got off topic and started talking about other housewife shows because we don't really care. But
That's
like I
okay.
said,
They got to know us a little bit more.
Bravo on that call center. You heard us. Run me my money if you do it. But that's it, you guys. That's all. We are going back to Mrs. Best channel to do Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Oh,
Um,
boy.
it was quite a show, I must say. So y'all don't want to miss out on this. Her link is right here in this right here above your screen. Mrs. Best reviews. Subscribe to her channel. Y'all show my girl some love. Like, comment, subscribe this video, y'all. Get YouTube to
Please.
recognize us. Get my subscriber count up there because I promise y'all there is more to come when I actually get monetized and get some money. I promise y'all. It will be. So, but that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry this video was longer than it was supposed to be, but we did give y'all a show nonetheless. We'll see you next time, next week, back on my channel for Bell Collective. I'm going to do Nene Leaks' interview with Carlos King. I will be recapping that. And we are going to do, hopefully, Real Housewives of Atlanta Gives this Sunday and not let Drew carry the entire show.
Oh, she will.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Bye.